Right, first and foremost, I want to say call all Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai. What I just said is all praise to the Father in the name of the Son. And today, what I'm gonna do is get into this right here, man. This Thanksgiving, man, right? Because it ain't no thanks to be given when it's built upon the slaughtering of the Native Americans, right? A lot of people will say that the origin of Thanksgiving is not based upon um the slaughtering of Native Americans because it's celebrated worldwide, but it originated here in America, right? And the origins do go back to them being able to make it through the winter. And who did they learn how to make it through the winter from? The Native Americans, right? The Native Americans taught them how to cook and do all this other stuff, right? But ultimately, it came down to them having the having killed us, man, or killed the natives, right, and killed our people, right, and they did use our brothers and sisters. I've been reading in a lot of books, like Black Indians, how they use black men to basically hunt Indians, man, during the American Indian War. And now it's also another book that I have. I can't remember the name of it, but it has a bunch of tales about famous black men, right? And a lot of them that are famous are for killing natives, man. They used us against each other, man. But I'm gonna start off with this right here, Numbers 35 and 33, right? It says, so ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land shall not, and the land cannot be cleansed, Salakia, of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. Defile not therefore the land which ye shall inhabit, wherein I dwell, for I, Yahweh, dwell among the children of Israel, man. So we wasn't supposed to do this, man. And the the so-called white man, they did this, man, when they came to this land, right? Let's see if I can get it like this. And when they came here, right? Dang. Galatians 6. Okay, so let me go to the whole chapter, right? But we when it came down to it, they came here, they had peace. They was teaching peace, but war was in their heart. Actually, let me get that really quick, right? Because they were deceptive, man, right? And by them coming here and taking a hand with the Native Americans at first to learn how to make it through the harsh winters, and then killing them, man, right? And killing off their livestock so they can't survive, man, right? But the children of Israel are waymakers, man. They know how to make it through any conditions, man. When they tried to give them the smallpox, we were still populating, right? That's why we still have a lot of natives out here. And the natives we see today, a lot of them are $5 Indians, man. We don't have the real natives that know themselves as natives, right? Because they had a rebranding, right? Or a period where the Native Americans restarted reclassifying themselves as Black Americans, right? Or Negroes, right? And I think that was the Virginia Act of 1865. Don't quote me on that, but we can actually look into that. But this is what I really wanted to get. I'm gonna try and remember to get all of this. I don't want to get sidetracked. I want to stay on the topic, so I'm gonna get this first. You know, Bear with me, Salakia, right? This is Psalm 55:21. The words of his mouth, right? It says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, right? But war was in his heart, right? His words were softer than oil, yet were drawn swords, right? So he basically came and he had a smooth sayings, man. He tried to coexist or talk, it made it feel that way, and learned the ways to make it through the winters, man. And after that, man, their true identity came up, man. And the origin of Thanksgiving is celebrating the harvest, right? Let me see, right? Hmm. Let's just get into it, right? Let's see what they say, right? Okay, so it says Thanksgiving is a federal holiday, right? And it says so it says it is called sometimes called American Thanksgiving to distinguish it from the Canadian holiday of the same name, right? So this is a different one, right? And it says the modern national celebration dates to 1863. Let me see, right? So I just looked up on my phone, right, real quick. The American Indian War was in 1609, right? And then 1890. So it was coming towards the end of the it was coming towards the end of the American Indian War, right? Because the American Indian War went on for a long time, man. And it says the modern national celebration dates to 1863 and has been linked to the Pilgrims' 1621 Harvest Festival since the late 19th century, right? As the name implied, the theme of holiday generally revolves around giving thanks, with the centerpiece of most celebrations being Thanksgiving dinner and family and friends, right? So let's see. Let's get this really quick, right? And that dates add up. If you put two and two together, man, it's about what, 23 years, right? It said 1690 or 1890. So, all right, 27 years. You feel what I'm saying? So 27 years between 63 and 90. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, that's right. That's absolutely right. So 27 years, man, before the end of the war, man. And it was going on since what, 1609. So it was 200 plus years that they was fighting with the Pilgrims, man. So during this time, it was the native the Pilgrims, not the natives, the Pilgrims were celebrating this, man. Right. So let's see why don't. Okay, there we go. Boom. It says many Native Americans do not celebrate Thanksgiving because it symbolizes the oppression, genocide, and theft of their lands. Right. And it said that blood cannot be shed and cleansed from the land except by those who shed it, man. Right. I got did I get Galatians 6 and 7? Yeah, I didn't get Galatians 6 and 7. I got Psalm 55, so I'm gonna get Galatians 6 and 7 right now. Let's get that really quick. Right, and I want to get the whole chapter. This Galatians 6 or 7, right? It says, be not deceived, God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. For he that soweth to his flesh shall reap. Okay, I shouldn't go too deep into this because it says, be not deceived, God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap, right? So when we understand that a man is sowing evil to the world, right? That's what he's going to receive in return, man, right? And then when we that that they killing and robbing and raping and murdering all our people, man, what do you think is coming back to them for that, man? Right? Let's see. Well, they knew exactly what I wanted, But I wanted to get Revelation 13, verse 9. It says, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity, and he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints, man. Right? So we gotta see what it is, man. Right? Let me get this. True. Well, yeah, I know Genesis 49. 19. I just didn't wanted to get to that. So this is Genesis 49 and 19. This is not just talking about, well, it is just talking about Gad, but this is used for Gad, you know what I'm saying? But this could be used for all of the natives here, because that's the northern kingdom, man. But Gad, they were done terribly, man, when they, in this land here for the American Indian War. You feel what I'm saying? And then they were rebranded as what we see as in this part of America where I'm at in New York, right? You see a lot of light skinned Indians, right? And they call themselves after different names that they pretty much taken, because these people, they are partaking in Thanksgiving and all this stuff, man. Right? They playing a role and they not really about that life, right? But this is Genesis 49 and 19. It says, Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome in the end, or shall overcome at the last, right? So real natives would know why they shouldn't celebrate Thanksgiving, man, right? And it goes deeper than just being celebrating with your family, man. It goes into the deaths and thefts and genocide, man. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. I know I got it wrong, but it's gonna get it. Nope. Oh man, go back. Hold on. Ye are of your father, the devil. Give me 1 second. I know it should be in the same second sentence. John 8 and 44. Right? It says, right? It says, ye are of your father, the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there was no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own. For he is a liar and the father of it. Right? So that's one of it. But come on. Okay, so that's what I had the words mixed up. But John 10 and 10, it says, the thief cometh not but for to steal, right? And to kill and to destroy, right? So the origin of Thanksgiving was theft of the land, genocide, and pillaging, man, right? That's why the natives don't celebrate it, because it commemorates that, man, right? So the thief came to steal, to kill, and destroy. And it says, I am come that they might have life and that they might have it more abundantly. That's why Christ said that he's come so they might have life, man. Because what did they do? They came and they did all that stuff, man. To who? The Native Americans, man. Right? And Christ is going to come back, right? Because verse 11, it says, I am the good shepherd, right? And it says, the good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep. So he gave his life for the sheep. Who's the sheep? The Native Americans, the true Native Americans, right? I don't know the term that they use to reclassify the natives as black or Negroes. Is a specific term, but yeah, they had to go through a process, man, and I'll get into that. Right? Let's see, Virginia, uh, 1865, maybe. anybody. So I don't really know exactly what it was, but anybody having Negro blood. Uh, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. Give me 1 second. 1924, Racial Integrity Act. See, that's all you got to do is do a little bit of tweaking and find it. 1924. That's what I got to remember. So it's the Racial Integrity Act, an attack on indigenous identity. Right. The at the beginning of it. So I got to remember Racial Identity Act. That's important. I had Virginia Act. So that's why it always throw me off. But at the beginning of the 20th century, so we could go through this skim really quick. Here, let's actually go here and see. Let's see here. Where is it at? Finding page. Finding page. Finding page. Where is it at? They change it up. See, so it's 3 different types, but I'm gonna go with this one. 1930, the General Assembly officially updated the Racial Integrity Act to define a colored person as anyone who holds even one drop of Negro blood. As far as Plecker was concerned, this meant that all Native Americans in Virginia, that's why it'd be messing me up, right? Would now be identified as colored. Any birth certificates predating 1924 that identified a person as Indian were overwritten as colored, right? As assigned by the state. His racist investigations and practices were comprehensive, ensuing list of surnames descendants from free Negroes to be used in the racial identification of colored persons. Let's see what. Oh, so it's only three times it's used. So that's what I specifically needed from this, man. Right. So they. Okay. Wait. Psalm 49 and 11. Let's get it out the KJV, right? It says, oh man, I want to get the whole chapter. 49. You never know when you need more out of the chapter. No, better type KJV in. Psalm 49 and 11, right? It says their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever and their dwelling places to all generation. They called their lands after their own names, right? So they came here and called this land after their own name, and they took it from these people and they started calling it America, man. This was never America. This was where the indigenous people were from, man. Native is even crazy. Indian should be a slur, man, right? But that's just what they called them, right? And that's just what it was, man, right? And now they want to say that words like Eskimo is offensive, man. What the heck, man? Come on, man. But they could call us nigga, right? I don't want to get blocked on YouTube, right? But they call us all different types of stuff, man, right? And we gotta just accept it. No, man, right? They feeding us lies, man. So at the end of the day, man, the Lord is gonna recompense us for our tribulations, man. Let me get this really quick before I forget, man. Right? Let me see. I know what I want out of Isaiah 14 too. So this Isaiah 14, verse 21, it says, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, right? So they fathers, right, did a lot of iniquity, man. They came here and they shed the blood of the innocent, man. Right? What did they do? They came here and they got the knowledge how to cultivate the land from the natives, right? And then they started war in 1609, man, right? When did America get discovered, right? And what? okay, what is 16, I'm not sure, man, right? 1776, right? So in between the mess of the American Indian War, they declared this place their own because they were in war with the British and they were at war with the natives, man, right? So this is what happened, man. They was fighting wars and they tried to become prosperous, man, right? In which they partially did, but the Lord is gonna prosper in the end, man, right? But yeah, man, it says it says that they do not rise nor possess the land nor fill the face of the world with cities, man. If the children of Israel or the natives were on their right mind, man, this wouldn't have happened because they would have been following the ways of the Most High and then doing what he asked of them, man. And they want rose and possess these cities, man. And I was looking at somebody in some comments today, man, and somebody had said something about how the what did they say? Without colonization, man, you wouldn't have the cell phone in your hand, which is true. But we don't need this. Life has been terrible since the introduction of technology like this, man. Life just been going down and down and down, man. Like as a whole, man. Women on the internet at their worst state, man. Especially black women, man. And then you have people like Myron Gaines and all these other streamers, man, who feel comfortable downplaying and saying the N word, man, with the higher ER, man. Right? It's crazy, right? That man needs to die, right? Yeah, a lot of other ones of them do too, though, man, because this is who they are, man. They evil, they wicked, they need to die for their iniquities, man. And it's the Lord said, prepare a slaughter for his children, man. They are the children of the wicked doers, man. The evildoers, those who came up against the children of Jerusalem, man. Right? Hold on. Let me look that up. Oh yeah, no, no, okay, I know what it is. I know what it is exactly, right? Uh Zechariah, let's see, 14. Hmm. Right? What it say? Because I know I'm getting off on a little bit of a tangent, but it still applies, man. Our children, these are the children of Israel, man. Right? We don't let none of the evil doers come and put their hands on the children of Israel, right? And I'm gonna probably end it after this, but this is Zechariah 14:12. It says, "And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord shall smite all the people that fought against Jerusalem, man. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth." Right? And it says, "And it shall come to pass in that day that a great tumult from the Lord shall be among them, and they shall lay hold every one on his one the hand of his neighbor, and his hand shall rise up against the hand of his neighbor." Right? So that's going down into something else. But we gotta understand, man, it's gonna be a crazy day, man, because everybody gotta be destroyed, man. Right? The children of Judah and the children of Israel going against each other, man. That's just gonna that's coming to an end very soon, man. So what we gotta understand is the Lord, our time is up, man. We can't be partaking in this Thanksgiving, man. It's about the natives dying, man, and them taking the land from the native, and then they giving thanks to what they call God because they killed and robbed and pillaged people for this land, right? We had to do it. Of course, we had to do it to get our land, but we didn't. But the Lord said, "Leave nothing behind, man." Right? They what they did is they took our cattle, man, and they gave us smallpox blankets, man, and they did a crazy amount of things, man. We going in and we killing quick. We ain't torturing, right? We boom 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 getting the job done and getting our land back, man, right? But they wanted to torture. They wanted to do this. They wanted to do that. They wanted to move people on a small piece of land, man. When we take power, man, it's going to be in righteousness, man, right? And you can't say, "Oh, y'all get to do it, but why can't they do it, man?" Because when they did it, man, they had no right, man, right? This was the land that well, they had every right to do it, man, because the Lord put the Spirit on them, man, right? Let me get that really quick before I go anywhere else, right? Uh, So it's Deuteronomy 28, verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as sweet as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand, a nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of old, nor show favor to the young. And he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land until thou beest destroyed, which also shall not leave either corn, wine, or oil, or the increase of thy kind, or the flocks of thy sheep, until he have destroyed thee, right? And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates until thy high and fenced walls come down, wherewith thou trustest throughout all thy land, and he shall besiege thee in the gates throughout all thy land, which the Lord thy God has given thee. So this is actually talking about the land of Israel, and it's talking about how they came here to America and did what they did, man. Right? So we got to understand, man, this is no good, man. We don't give thanks one day out the year anyway. We give thanks every day to the Lord, man, and not just in remembrance of what? The next holiday coming up, get to Christmas, which is Saturnalia, man, which is another Christmas wicked holiday, man. If you're not celebrating Hanukkah, man. And then they said that and one something that I found, the origin of Thanksgiving, that or something along those lines, wherever I was looking, they said that it was thanks giving thanks because of the holiday season coming up with Hanukkah. And to say Hanukkah is crazy, man. If the Jewish celebrate Thanksgiving, man, they tripping, man, right? But hey, they don't really love God anyway, right? So with that, man, I want to say Shalom, Yahweh Shem Shabbat, and I want to say EGA till we see the day. Shalom.